Beneath the veil of human history lies knowledge that was never meant to be discovered. Hidden in forgotten texts, shrouded in secrecy, is the story of Azazel, a figure whose presence has been erased from conventional history, yet whose influence has shaped the very foundations of civilization. We will guide you through the origins of this enigmatic being, tracing his rise among the celestial order, the forbidden wisdom he brought to humanity, and the consequences that rippled through both mortal and divine realms. From lost manuscripts to the rituals hidden in shadowed corners of human memory, the truths we are about to reveal challenge everything you thought you knew about morality, power, and the invisible forces shaping our world. Stay with us to uncover not just history, but the mechanisms of corruption, knowledge, and cosmic law, layer by layer, as they were enacted in the ancient past. Origins of Azazel. Azazel began as a celestial being of remarkable stature and purpose. Among the host of angels, he was created to serve in the divine order, tasked with guiding, teaching, and safeguarding the harmony of the heavens. His presence was radiant, commanding, and noble, a reflection of the power vested in him. He shone with celestial light, and his form radiated authority and grace. Golden wings extended from his shoulders, and his eyes glimmered with wisdom. His garments were finely woven, adorned with intricate patterns that signified his high rank and the divine energy that coursed through him. Endowed with immense intelligence, strength, and beauty, he was more than a servant. He was a guardian and a teacher, entrusted with the knowledge and order of the heavens. These qualities marked him as exceptional among his peers, setting the stage for the choices that would eventually define his fall. Even in his brilliance, the potential for rebellion lingered, hidden beneath the very traits that made him extraordinary. Celestial form. Azazel's celestial form was awe-inspiring. Standing among the angels, his figure radiated power and authority. Golden wings stretched gracefully from his shoulders, shimmering with divine light that reflected his status. His eyes burned with intelligence and insight, a silent testament to his elevated rank. He was clothed in garments woven with meticulous detail, symbols etched into the fabric representing the divine energy that flowed through him. Every movement, every glance, spoke of a being created not merely to serve, but to guide and instruct. Among the celestial host, his presence commanded attention, respect, and admiration. Azazel's role extended beyond servitude. He was a guardian of sacred order, a teacher entrusted with the secrets of the heavens, and a keeper of divine balance. His attributes, strength, wisdom, and beauty, distinguished him, setting him apart from other angels. Yet, embedded within this perfection was a vulnerability, the seeds of rebellion, the potential to challenge the divine hierarchy. Even in splendor, the shadow of transgression lingered. The teaching of forbidden knowledge. When Azazel descended to earth, he carried more than presence. He brought knowledge the divine had forbidden. He revealed to humanity arts that had been hidden, sparking curiosity that would soon twist into corruption. Men learned to forge swords, knives, shields, and armor. The foundations of war were laid in his hands. Each weapon, each tool, introduced conflict where none had been, a cascade of bloodshed that would ripple through generations. He did not stop with warfare. Azazel shared the secrets of metals, teaching humans to craft ornaments, bracelets, and amulets imbued with power. With this, innovation intertwined with vanity. The tools of progress became instruments of greed. The mastery of metals advanced civilization, but it also stoked desire, envy, and rivalry over objects of beauty. He taught the use of antimony to darken eyelids, the manipulation of stones and dyes to create allure. Humanity became captivated by appearance, distracted from spiritual cultivation. The pursuit of physical perfection and decorative splendor overshadowed inner growth, leading to an obsession with the external that eroded moral and ethical foundations. Azazel's instruction, though enticing, seeded chaos, impiety, lust, and moral decay spread rapidly. His influence earned him a reputation as the demon of the corrupt, a title whispered across both mortal and celestial realms. Corruption and moral decay. Azazel's forbidden teachings did not remain abstract. They rippled through humanity, unraveling the moral fabric of society. The knowledge of weapon-making fueled wars, turning neighbor against neighbor. Cities burned, kingdoms fell, and bloodshed became a constant companion. Violence was no longer an anomaly. It was a system embedded in human culture. The metallurgical secrets he revealed further fanned the flames of greed. Precious metals, once symbols of divine order, became tools of desire. Men and women vied for wealth and ornaments, their ambitions warped by material obsession. Vanity grew alongside avarice, shifting focus from virtue to accumulation, from service to selfishness. Azazel's teachings of adornment and beautification, antimony, precious stones, and dyes, ensnared the hearts of mortals. The pursuit of appearance eclipsed the pursuit of virtue. Communities obsessed over superficiality, overlooking the inner life and ethical conduct that once guided them. In effect, human behavior transformed. Lust, impiety, and corruption spread unrestrained. Ethical standards crumbled, and sin became normalized. The Book of Enoch reflects this legacy, holding Azazel accountable for humanity's fall into decadence. His influence was total. Every act of moral deviation, every indulgence in vice, bore the imprint of his instruction. Society, once anchored by ethics and spiritual discipline, now drifted in a tide of greed, conflict, and superficiality. His legacy is a stark warning. Knowledge without guidance breeds chaos. Consequences of his actions. The decision to share forbidden knowledge unleashed turmoil on multiple planes. On Earth, the arts of war, metalworking, and ornamentation tore through the natural order. New weapons and armor fueled unrelenting battles, leaving countless communities in ruin. Life became fragile, civilization unstable. Every village, every city felt the weight of human ambition warped by forbidden insight. But the consequences did not stop with humanity. In the celestial realm, Azazel's defiance struck like thunder. Sharing what was never meant for mortal hands was a direct challenge to divine authority. The Archangel Raphael was charged with judgment. Azazel was seized, bound, and cast into a jagged abyss, plunged into eternal darkness. This punishment was absolute, a warning carved into the fabric of the heavens. Rebellion would not go unchallenged. The cosmic balance itself wavered. Mortals and angels alike felt the ripple of disorder. Harmony between realms fractured, and the delicate link between the human and divine was destabilized. What began as instructions spiraled into chaos, demonstrating that knowledge without restraint corrupts both the world and the heavens. Azazel's fall was a dual catastrophe. Earth drowned in violence and greed, while the celestial order was scarred with the imprint of betrayal. His punishment was not mercy. It was the necessary reckoning for challenging the divine law. Impact on other fallen angels and the Watchers. Azazel was not alone in his defiance. His rebellion resonated, drawing other angels into the same shadowed path. Known as the Watchers, these celestial beings had once observed humanity, guiding and protecting them. Yet under Azazel's influence, their loyalty faltered. One by one, they descended, carrying forbidden knowledge to Earth and accelerating the corruption of mortal life. Each Watcher introduced secrets that humanity was never meant to wield. Magic, astrology, and the hidden arts became tools of ambition and desire. With every act, the moral decay deepened. The line between spiritual guidance and exploitation vanished. Each angel's unique revelation amplified the chaos Azazel had begun, spreading the influence of forbidden power like wildfire. Among them, Samyaza emerged as a prominent leader. He orchestrated a pact with others to join the rebellion fully, committing the ultimate transgression, taking human wives. This union produced the Nephilim, colossal beings whose presence intensified violence and disorder on Earth. Entire civilizations trembled under the weight of their rampage. Another notable figure, Kokabeel, taught mortals to interpret the signs of the stars. His lessons promised control over fate itself, tempting humans to seize power meant only for the divine realm. With each revelation, spiritual paths were abandoned, replaced by obsession with material gain and worldly influence. The rebellion of the Watchers illustrates how one leader's defiance can ripple through generations. Azazel's fall inspired others, creating a network of corruption that reshaped human destiny. From the heavenly to the earthly, the consequences of forbidden knowledge multiplied, leaving a legacy of moral upheaval and celestial discord that would echo across time. Lasting impact and lessons for humanity. The legacy of Azazel and the Watchers extends far beyond ancient texts, echoing through time as a warning about the misuse of power and knowledge. Their actions demonstrate that the pursuit of insight is not neutral. Every revelation carries responsibility, and every choice leaves consequences that ripple across generations. Knowledge, when divorced from ethical consideration, becomes a weapon rather than a tool. The Watchers' gifts, arts of war, astrology, metallurgy, and forbidden secrets, show how innovation can corrupt as easily as it can elevate. They remind us that the line between advancement and destruction is defined not by what is learned, but by how it is applied. Humanity's history mirrors this lesson. From unchecked technological progress to moral lapses in society, we see patterns reminiscent of the celestial rebellion. Ethical oversight, restraint, and reflection are not optional. They are essential to prevent civilization from repeating the same cycles of decay that Azazel initiated. The story also illustrates the collective impact of individual choices. Each fallen angel contributed a unique thread to a vast tapestry of chaos. Alone, one may be minor. Together, the effects are catastrophic. Similarly, human decisions compound. Every ethical lapse, every pursuit of forbidden or harmful knowledge, amplifies potential harm across communities and generations. Ultimately, this narrative reinforces a timeless principle. Wisdom must govern knowledge. Curiosity without conscience is a path toward destruction. Power without moral accountability invites ruin. The tale of Azazel and the Watchers is, therefore, not merely a myth. It is a framework for understanding the delicate balance between ambition, ethics, and the responsibility that accompanies insight. Mythology and cultural significance. Azazel's narrative extends beyond scripture. It resonates as an archetype in human culture. Myths are not mere stories. They're frameworks for understanding the consequences of ambition, rebellion, and moral transgression. Joseph Campbell emphasized that myths encode lessons for navigating life, offering symbolic warnings and guidance. In this context, Azazel becomes more than a fallen angel. He embodies the peril of unchecked desire, the consequences of misapplied knowledge, and the fragile boundary between curiosity and destruction. Across cultures, similar patterns emerge. Figures who transgress divine or moral laws often serve as warnings, highlighting what can go wrong when power and wisdom are divorced from responsibility. Through rituals, folklore, and esoteric texts, Azazel's story influences cultural imagination. It shapes perceptions of forbidden knowledge, the dangers of hubris, and the moral cost of violating cosmic order. Humanity internalizes these lessons unconsciously, learning that mastery over tools, secrets, or power demands accountability. By embedding these narratives into art, literature, and ceremonial practices, cultures transmit cautionary wisdom. They remind each generation that ambition without ethics corrodes the social and spiritual fabric. Azazel is not merely a character. He is a symbol of what occurs when intellect, power, and curiosity are wielded without restraint. subscribe.